Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I'm Will, and I'm here with my co-host, The Grease. Say hello.
Oh, yeah.
Greasy, won't you say hello to me?
Yes, Will. Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm doing the yes. Yes.
I don't like you doing that.
I don't like it either.
I don't like your face.
Well, no, like, so when you go online.
Is it yas or is it yes?
No, I don't know how to say it. All I know is that at some point in the United States of America's culture, we decided that we were done with E's.
Yeah.
And we're just like, no, we're going to A. Like, hey, E, you're out.
Get outta here.
Substitute in. And the A that comes sauntering on in between the Y and the S.
It's true.
I thought I was going to say something weird. It's not. So instead of yes, people were just saying yes. And it's messing with me in so many different levels. I don't even know. I'm like, oh, man, last night, I drank George C. Stagg 2019. Somebody would be like, yes. Oh, my God, I love it. And I'm like, I don't even know what that means.
I don't think anyone ever said that to you.
No, they do.
Who did? Joe B?
Nah, I mean, some people online. Jennifer Campbell probably said it.
Okay.
Yeah, she's super yes.
Yeah. Oh.
She's a yes lady.
Oh.
She's a yes
Ma'am.
A
Yeah.
yes ma'am.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine. Is it a southern thing or is it like one of those California things that just took a while to get over here?
Could be, because there's like Yaaaaaas Queen.
What's that?
It's like similar.
Is NAS? No, that's nitrous oxide. That's NOS. So what's NAS?
He's a rapper.
Oh.
Nas.
Oh, Nas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Nas, man.
Yeah.
I love
Here's the deal.
I love the English language. I love
debatable.
I love the fact that you can put a word in front of me that's YAS and I know how to say it. You know what I'm saying?
You just mean you love language.
Well, I enjoy something that I can understand.
You're talking about reading. You enjoy reading, but not lengthy reading, just like short individual words.
I'm good with the 3-letter word.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. That phonically I can understand. Yes. Yes. You know, I'm good with both of those words.
No, you just said you weren't good with one of them.
Well, no, I know. I don't want
your entire rant is against one of them. Actually,
you can kiss my.
You're proud of yourself. You've definitely been planning this.
I haven't been planning it.
Oh,
I did tell you. I told you the other day. I said I have to talk about the word yes. Because I just think it's stupid.
Fair.
Out of all the whiskeys that you have ever had, which one would you give the
Rebel Yell?
The yes to?
Rebel Yell.
Rebel Yell.
Yes, Rebel Yell. You know what I mean?
No, Rebel Yell to me is like woo.
Right?
That's more of a woo.
I feel like the Yass is the new woo. Yeah.
I didn't think about
what I mean?
it. But okay, so woo means yes too. Kinda.
Sort of does. Like
woo.
It means like yeehaw.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
I hate it when you're not wrong.
I'm never wrong.
Okay.
I'm always right.
All right, so Rebel Yell, you have the totem.
Yeah.
Of yes.
Hard to take that down.
The spirit stick. Did you ever get a spirit stick in high school?
No.
I did. I got it.
I don't know.
I got amped.
Was that
those pep rallies?
High school?
No, in high school. Those pep rallies, dude. I showed up.
Oh,
I had to get that team ready, dude.
Pep rallies are fun. Oh, yeah. You look like you were like an unofficial cheerleader, weren't you?
Oh yeah, dude. I made T-shirts.
Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah, that's fine.
And they always knew that Grease guy out there running around with his spirit stick out.
Oh, for some weird reason, man, I always, on those T-shirts I made for the pep rally, I always drew armpit hair in it.
That seems like a greasy thing to do.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now that you think about it.
You are the most consistent human being.
Right?
Yeah,
on a level of consistent.
You have been so consistent your whole life. Yeah. Like when you say things like that, they're not surprising at all. They're like, yeah. Yes, you did do that.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I would always write "kicking the bobo" somewhere on the shirt too.
That's a family thing. Apparently.
That's not a family thing.
Well, your daughter says "kicking the bobo."
Well, because I have trained her to do that.
Right, so it's a family thing.
I've also been trying to train her to do tic-tac-toe and be savage about it so she can have some major street cred at the elementary school.
Yeah, because there's only a limited time that tic-tac-toe is worth it.
I agree with that. But, I mean, if you can set the stage early about being a bad A in elementary school,
no one
that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
That and, like, you know, what kind of backpack you rolling in with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is it name brand?
Do kids still have Jan Sports?
I'm pretty sure. I don't think brands like that just go away.
I mean, they kind of do.
They do?
Think about, like, Massimo, man.
Massimo's gone?
Well, Target bought it and kind of ruined it.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
It don't go away. Old Jansport.
All right.
Dick's Sporting Goods bought it.
We got a few things we're going to get to later in the episode. Right. Our buddy Brandon Sue is joining us for the 15.
Yep.
This is one of the episodes where someone from our 15 level on Patreon joins us for a 15. We send them the whiskey to drink, and we drink it together, and they are drinking it blind. So it's a lot of fun, and if you're interested in supporting us, go to patreon.com/thepodcast. That level is currently sold out, but some people may cycle off, so keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, and speaking of patrons, they get video content a little early sometimes,
That's
and
right.
they have known for a while that you and I have been dabbling.
We've been dabbling in the YouTube.
In the YouTubes.
Yeah. So
you got to do plural because you're doing a YouTube and I'm doing a YouTube, and so it's YouTubes.
No, I don't want to sound like an old man.
That's not an old man. That's
so
English language.
I'm doing something that's going to be a weekly kind of newsy show that just kind of gives some of the happenings in the world of whiskey most of the time, like if it's a new release is announced, or basically think of what we don't cover on this show, and that's what I'm going to talk about. But they're shortish episodes. You know, the one that I put out last week was about 8 minutes, covers about 3 topics, kind of the 3 big things, and
that's been released to the public,
called Will's Week in Whiskey. And some people liked it. Yeah, they said it was kind of fun to watch. And so check that out. It's youtube.com/thepodcast and subscribe. And you'll get, if you ring the bell, that's a thing. If you know, like you
say, hey, I want to hear when these things put up. Because here's the deal.
Yeah.
We're going to use words like bombshell.
We are.
And breaking news.
Oh, are we?
And you will not believe this.
Oh.
And so if you want to hear topics like that, or actually be kind of like knowing about it, then you just click the bell and you get it like real quick.
And then Grease is going to be doing some drinking.
Right.
Yeah,
let's drink it. I think that's what we're just going to call it.
Let's drink it.
Yeah, because I just feel like at the end of the day, I'm going to say words, but all I want to do is just say, let's drink it. And I'm going to take that and we're going to drink a bunch of stuff. I don't know what we're drinking.
Yeah. And they're going to be kind of greasy reviews, right? Some greasy reviews.
The pilot I did, and I'm going to officially redo that episode or whatever. I did the Jack Daniel's Green Label, and I just spitball some not spitball, but I mean I throw some facts out there of what I know, questionable grease facts, and then I try it, and then I tell you if I like it or not, and then I'm probably going to give y'all here's the deal. I'm going to probably give some tasting notes.
Yeah.
But you know how sometimes...
Like Chase Steele notes, kind of?
Yeah?
Yeah.
With quotes?
Like Daniel Boone's Breakfast.
I should get some quotes for stuff.
I don't think you know how to do that.
Whatever's in between those quotation marks.
Yeah, I don't know if you know how to find them.
You go to a website and you hit Command F and you put in a quotation sign. And then it goes and cycles through them, and you just got to make sure that you only read as a quote, as an official quote, the words in between two. Now, sometimes it can get wonky. Like sometimes it's like, is it after a period or is it before a period? So
that's going to be interesting. If you want to see Grease try to dabble in quotes, check it out.
You can quote me on that.
Yeah. And we're going to do some Buy Bar Pass stuff up there. We're going to have some fun with it. So check it out. Yep. YouTube.com/thepodcast. If you subscribe on that, we would love it. It would really mean the world to us. Yep. But we're going to drink some whiskey. Yeah, this episode is brought to you by Gideon Bowley. Oh. And he's a good-looking dude. I've seen him on Facebook. Yeah, I've seen him updated his profile picture. Oh, I saw that. It's very... It is nice, isn't it? Mysterious. Right, and it's a good angle of him, too. Well... Because his hair looks a little like it's like his hair is rock and roll, but it doesn't look like mothy.
Sure. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Sometimes that hot rock and roll hair can look mothy.
Like he has moths living in it?
Brett Moore knows exactly what mothy hair looks like.
Oh, he doesn't have it.
I know.
All right, so what are we drinking?
That was my point.
Okay.
You got rid of it.
All right, so this is samples.
Yeah. So here's the deal. We have 2 blinds and we have 2 things that we know.
Do we have the answers of the blinds?
I don't know if we do have the answers to the blinds. I should probably text them here in a second. So we should start out with what we know.
Yeah.
This is the 2020 Four Roses limited edition.
Limited edition small batch?
Yep. Well, it doesn't say small batch on here, but
a buddy of ours got one of these.
Hang on, we're just gonna down this.
Okay, our buddy Miles got one of these.
What?
Yeah.
What? Uh-huh. I feel like he owes us.
He sent me a picture. I know.
I feel like he.
I know. I gave him some. Pencils that cost $5. They were limited edition pencils. Who you texting?
Gideon. I've heard it's amazing. Yeah, it smells.
It smells like an everlasting gobstopper.
Oh God, that smell.
It smells like an everlasting gobstopper. Like, you know, when you open up a box of those and you smell like all the candy fruit. That's what it smells like. Everlasting gobstopper.
Oh man, I'm going.
A lime runt. I get a lime.
You're getting
runt.
like super tardy.
And, yeah, but like also fruity.
Man, I'm getting like vanilla cream.
Yeah, I was just about to say vanilla cream. I'm getting a lot of action on the nose.
This is I already know it's going to be great. All right, here we go.
Age. There's a lot of oak on that palate that I was not expecting from Four Roses. Wow. Ooh. That's good. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got Gideon's attention, and I told him, text me the blind answers. I won't look.
Oh, cool.
So I just so you know, phone is upside down underneath my leg.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's going to get them to us. He might not know them.
You're gonna.
But when we get to that time, it'll be fine.
You're also going to leave your phone here by accident and have to come back like a few hours later.
I know.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Man, I don't want to.
You don't want to shoot it, but you kind of do. Cheers.
You just want to shoot it?
I mean, I already had a good guzzle.
I know. It's good. I'm surprised on how far, because I sent for the 15, I sent 2-ounce sample bottles.
Yeah, how far 1 ounce goes?
Right.
Look at how viscous that is. Like, it is just coating the glass.
Well, there's lint.
Again?
Yeah. I think there's lint everywhere. All right. So, yeah, viscous. Is that what it means? It's thick?
Yeah, I like it.
Viscosity?
I'm a buy on that one.
Uh-huh.
Folks, if you find that this year, I'd buy it.
Yeah, I'd buy it. What are they doing with the mellow moments and like the distillery only release? I know, but that's how they're like rolling these things out most of the time.
I mean, but
like a lot of them are getting released that way, like at the distillery
as well.
Everybody gets in line. I know.
Yeah, but it's not abnormal.
So is there more stock?
No, they've done that. That's been a thing.
Well, I just hadn't been woke.
No, you just haven't been awake. That's different. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, what do we got next? That's delightful.
Let's saunter to the blinds. Let's bookend it.
Okay.
Because the last thing we're going to have is the 2020 Old Forester Birthday Bourbon.
Oh, well, he is such
Gideon is just, he's like, hold my beer, even though it's whiskey. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Let's, do you need fresh glasses or are you just going to keep rolling? Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's mess it up.
Yeah?
Let's do blind 2 first. The way he labeled it.
You are very difficult.
No, in case he wanted us to do it in a particular order. In case it's like, this is my blend, and then this is the original blend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, yeah. I do appreciate a good friend. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say that, Will?
Yeah, this is blind 1.
I know.
You said you were doing blind 2.
No, I did it backwards. I did it the other way. Well, I mean, I did it the right way because I wanted to make sure that.
Aren't I a good friend?
Yes.
You said you appreciate a good friend.
I'll be honest with you. I thought the word acquaintance meant that you were actually closer friends.
That's abnormal.
That's not the way to do that.
No, that's not it at all.
Because you have you have an acquaintance, and that's not the greatest of friends.
No,
and
it
then
just
you have
means
the
that
friends.
like you just have met.
Oh, that's a new friend.
Well, it just means that like not necessarily just met. It means that you've only met. Like it's like like it's an acquaintance. Like yeah, we've bumped into each other a few times.
Oh, gotcha.
But we're not texting.
Yeah,
We're not like close texting buddies.
you're not like take a bullet for him yet.
No.
With an acquaintance.
No. Are you that way with all friends?
I'm pretty devoted.
All right.
I just don't understand what that paint can down there is, Will. It says Aura.
It's actually a can of paint.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But why does it say Aura?
Because it's the brand of paint.
Oh, that's not the color?
No, it's just white.
I was just going to ask you what Aura color was. It looks rosé.
It's the trim of this room. It's like just some touch-up
looks
paint,
rosé.
just in case.
All right, blind one. Ooh.
This smells like rum. This is rum.
Very sweet.
This is rum.
It's rum?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure?
1,000%.
I'm getting a lot of butterscotch in rum. There is some butterscotchness in this.
Yeah, that's rum. He
Are
sent
you?
us rum.
It's a rum aged. You think this is full on rum?
This is not a whiskey. This is a rum.
You don't think this could be whiskey that's finished in rum
No.
barrels?
No. I think this is 100% a rum. Tell me where you taste,
I would bathe in this.
Tell me where you taste whiskey in this.
Well, it's just not like, it's not overly sweet.
Not all rum is overly sweet.
I know. I just learned that some rums add sugar and some don't.
Yeah. Some don't.
And I'm going to say that apparently the rum, because Clint Sample's like, sometimes you just want to stay away from the runs that got the sugar in them, which I thought was a pro tip. Because honestly, I wouldn't have been like, nah, man, I'm good. You know what I mean?
That's a really good rum. That's delicious.
This is a very good rum.
That tastes great.
If it's a rum, it doesn't taste like a rum. It tastes like a rum finished whiskey.
It does not. There's no whiskey flavor in there.
There is.
It may be a whiskey finished rum.
There is. Caramel, butterscotch, and rum. This is fabulous.
It's a very good rum.
Very good rum. I'm going to get into rum.
Well, I've got some here you could try.
Well, I've had the Foursquare.
Which one?
Premise.
Okay. What did you think of that one?
Great.
Yeah.
Good. I've had the Papas Pilar.
I've got, which that probably is back sweetened some.
It feels very sweet.
Yeah.
It feels like, pancake syrup.
Yeah. Like Foursquare has a lot of good ones. I have a couple here. Havana Club is really good. You should try some of that.
What do you think the age on that rum is?
I don't know. Rum's different.
Is it?
Yeah, because like there's like straight age rum, and there's like Solera age rum.
Oh man, I'd love to be a straight age something. You know what I mean?
You're thinking straight edge.
Yeah.
But then you don't get to drink.
You can't drink if you're straight edge?
No, that's like the whole thing.
Oh, so it's like a vegan thing.
Yeah, kind of. That's why I was like,
Just when you say no to drugs, what would you be? Straight edge?
yeah, I don't think they do drugs either.
They don't do drugs or alcohol.
Or a lot of times
they do like
don't do meat.
Does a straight edge person do like Prilosec for acid reflux?
I don't know if they're getting acid reflux. It's just a lot of kale.
Fair.
Tofu.
Dude, my body's so weird. When I tell you,
This is interesting as well.
I had a crap ton of acid reflux, and the only thing that I really had to deal with it was just a whole Schlotzsky's pepperoni pizza.
What?
And
That's
so
what you ate for your...
That's all I could have. That's all I could do.
First of all, I didn't know Schlotzsky's had pizza.
Oh, dude, you get like buy one, get one on freaking Wednesdays.
You're cute.
That's considered a fast food establishment.
I'm
by the way.
aware. I'm aware, and they have really good sandwiches.
They have very good sandwiches.
Yeah.
Although the Schlotsky's
My
sandwich
wife-
is not.
Big Schlotsky's fan, so
I'm a big Schlotsky's fan.
Yeah.
You ever had the beef McCheesy or whatever it's called?
I don't know if that's what it's called, but I've had some beef sandwiches.
The beef cheesery or beef cheesy. I don't know, something like that. I don't freaking know. Cheddar cheesy. I don't know. I don't know what this smells like. This smells like a whiskey.
Here's the problem: is that this is overpowered by the rum that is still in my nostrils. We should have done 2 first.
Oh my gosh!
Is this a rum?
What on God's green earth did he blind us with? I feel like blind sometimes, like people are just jerks. I don't know what this is, but it's freaking good. I really hope, because Gideon works at Barrels and Brews.
There is age on this. This is a whiskey.
Gideon works at Barrels and Brews.
Yeah.
And I can't think of a better relationship there. That's
Yeah.
great. And I really hope that these 2 blinds are available at Barrels and Brews.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I feel like you and I would call right now and be like, Jake, we're going to PayPal you.
I feel like that rum, I don't want to say it's like Foursquare because it felt like it was a little bit lower proof. But it had some of the the flavor profile of some of the Barbados rums.
Oh, man.
But this is good. This
is-
could be like a Knob Creek or a maybe a Russell's Reserve. I'm not getting the nuttiness of Knob Creek. That's why I pulled back instantly on that. But this tastes like it's a higher proof bourbon pick.
He's into Willet. He loves the Willets. I could see this being a Willet.
All right, let's reveal because I
Something
want
like
to know what
11, 12-year-old Willet.
See if it's on there. I want to know what this is for my second sip of it.
All right. 5 messages from Gideon. Hopefully he's not. He said, okay, I'm going to send a voice text. Don't open it. Send guesses. So how do you want me to do this? You want me to just play it in here?
Yeah, he wants us to send guesses. We'll just tell him we guessed on the episode.
Yeah. I'm not gonna humor him with that.
I think
You know what I mean?
I think it was. I'll guess. I think it was a rum. Definitely. I think there's this newer rum that I think is aged in Kentucky in bourbon barrel. So I'm going to guess that for the rum. I forget the name of it, but I had Cam poured me someone.
I agree that I feel like there's a marriage between
I did not taste
rum
a lot of
and whiskey and whiskey and rum.
I think you're a little.
I'm talking about the barrels.
It's a very light influence. If it is, there was very
light.
I'm just guessing because I know that's kind of a newer thing I could see Gideon being into. And then this,
I'd say this is a Willet.
I'm saying it's a Russell's pick.
A Russell's pick.
I mean, I'm hoping it's a Russell's pick that we can go by.
Okay. All right, here we go.
I had to go back and look. I should have written it down. I'm an idiot. But one of them is a blend that I made, a bourbon blend. You'll know which one's which. Double blind. It's a good joke. One of them is a bourbon blend that I did. That's like a great joke amongst me and Brett. And then the other one is a 1989 Labelle Armagnac.
I'm guessing the first one was Armagnac, but it tasted like rum.
Right.
So the first one was a 1989 Armagnac.
Which is a whiskey.
No.
Well, it's closer to whiskey.
No.
Than rum.
No, absolutely not.
It's like it's a wine, right? Is it wine-ish?
It's a distilled spirit. Both rum and whiskey are that, and then both are aged in barrels. Like Armagnac
Yeah, but
is.
but Armagnac's it's kind of like it's like done through like the wine process.
They make a wine and then distill wine and then age that distillate. In whiskey, they make a beer out of grain instead of grapes, and then they distill that and age it. Rum, they make a fermented sugar product out of sugar cane, a molasses, and then
Like they do in prison.
those are fruit cups. This is not a fruit cup situation, and also they don't have a still.
They stole something.
That's how they got in prison.
I know. That's what I was getting
All right. So I was off, but the first one was definitely the Armagnac. And this is definitely the bourbon blend. I love that he goes, it's a great joke between Brett and I what his blend is, but then he gave us no other details.
I should have written it down. Yeah, we'll have to, I'll need to, like, save that audio, I guess, and
drop it in.
Drop it in? How do
Yeah.
I do that?
I don't know if you can.
More? Oh, Lord. It won't let me send. It won't let me send it. I just want to send it.
Cool.
Oh, you know what we could do? I could plug it in afterwards, and you could pull it off here.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't expire.
I know. I'm watching it. I'm not gonna get off the.
Does it
thing.
say 2 minutes left?
All right. So whatever this blend is, freaking crazy.
It is very good. You can tell the difference between the other. I'm really surprised the other wasn't a rum. Mm-hmm. It smelled like a rum. 2020 birthday bourbon, PCB, baby.
Yep. I'm gonna be honest with you. I hadn't drank this much in a while.
You've had like an ounce and a half. Not even. You've had an ounce. That's ounce and a half.
I've had 2 ounces.
No. These are 1 ounce bottles.
I know, and I've had half of 4.
You haven't had half of 4. You've had half of 3.
Okay, I'm pouring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You had an ounce and a half. 2020.
Why do you even just do that?
Why do I do what? You? What do you mean?
You try to back me up in the daggum corner like I'm a daggum freaking Wolverine or something.
Like
which I appreciate you thinking that I'm a Wolverine.
Like you're that cougar.
Oh, daggum. Somebody said he was just trying to double high five somebody.
Oh, did you see our buddy Chris Kettner, what he put?
What did he put?
He said, I've been chased around a bar by a cougar many a times.
I know.
Very frightening.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, there's this video online. You can go see. There's a guy running, and he runs into a cougar, and he backs up for 6 minutes, and the cougar, like, flies at him.
Right. I think everybody's seen the video, but just in case, we posted it in Podcasters group.
Yeah,
on
podcasters.com.
Yeah.
And thepodcasters.com. Because
we own
made that
both.
mistake.
Yeah, we bought both.
Had to do
they
it.
sucker punched us.
Sometimes you make a mistake on a podcast with Jack Daniels, and you're like, we're going to need this good exposure.
GoDaddy. GoDaddy. We got bamboozled by GoDaddy.
It wouldn't be the first time.
They were like, "Are you sure you don't want to add the on the front?"
For another $50 a year. It's only $10, but you have to
So
spend
it's
$2.90.
$1.90. No, it's $1.99 for the second year.
Yeah, but then you got to
just
spend $150 on hosting and forwarding.
Right, and then you got the security thing like Norton Antivirus.
I don't want people to know my home address.
I know you got to do the private thing.
2020 Old Forester Birthday Bourbon in the glass. Thank you, Gideon.
Oh man,
thank you for sending us
I've never
that
had
rum,
more
1989
butterscotch
rum,
flavor
than that 1989 Rumagnac.
No,
That could be a thing.
Rumagnac.
Rumagnac.
Should we get that website?
Yeah,
going?
we should get rumagnac.com.
And
I don't
the
that's hard
Rumagnac.
Yeah, because we'll screw it up.
Because we'll screw it up. We're gonna need to do that.
It wouldn't be the first time.
It would not. Yeah, Rumagnac sounds great.
The butterscotch was very prevalent.
No, I will say this about butterscotch. That 2000, was it 16
Yeah.
that we had? Oh, son. At Chris's. That was the first time I ever experienced butterscotch in daggum glass.
What are you talking about? What did we have?
It was over at his at the barn,
Yeah.
the old barn,
Yeah.
and we had it, and I was like, "This is butterscotch."
We had 2016 what?
It might have been 15. I don't know. Birthday bourbon.
What? Oh.
Birthday bourbon.
Got it.
That's why I'm excited about this.
Well, I had a bottle of 2016 birthday bourbon. And I have a 17.8 and 19.
Yeah, I got a couple.
So we've opened my 17, which is the year my daughter was born.
Right.
And drink a little bit out of it every year. And my wife, this is the first year she was able to drink, like we split an ounce, much like you and I are doing right now.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my gosh, this is really good. Because like last year, she's pregnant. Or no, had just had the baby. The year before, she was pregnant with the baby or something. I don't know. Somehow that math works out.
Right.
But she's like, man, this is really good. So,
Yeah.
how about that?
I mean, you
And
can
then
pump and dump. Is that how you talking about? Is that what you're talking about when she can have it?
not when you're
Oh, she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
That's not a thing.
I'm gonna get Now, people are going to send me a message.
You're going to
about
get
that.
canceled.
Yeah. I've been canceled before.
Yeah, I hear that.
My wife's canceled me.
What do you think about this? You tried it? You nosed it yet?
I've just nosed it. It smells good. I feel like we have.
And then we're about to get to the 15.
I know, and I know what's coming, but I feel like we've just had a lot of great things.
It's been like $1,000 day. Nose is great. Great nose.
This is very good. For a half second there, I got a weird, like, old school lipstick taste.
I got a couple questions about that tasting note.
Yeah.
First of all,
Like my mom's lipstick from the 80s.
I was about to say, first of all, what does new school lipstick taste like?
I don't know. Because my wife doesn't really wear it.
It tastes different, though. You're alleging.
They add flavors to everything now. Like back in the day, it was just the.
I think you're thinking of chapstick.
No,
there's a difference between a lipstick and chapstick.
I think in lipstick they have all these different things too.
Like whale blubber?
No, yeah, they have like you can get it a little glossy, or you can get it with some glitter in there, or you can get it scented.
Of chapstick.
No, you can do all that with chapstick. What you can do with lipstick, you can do with chapstick.
So bizarre.
They make it so that it don't run,
That's mascara.
or that it doesn't come off when you kiss people.
That's lipstick.
Because I have used that to my advantage sometimes when I'm at Costco. If I want to kiss somebody and I don't want to have any evidence that I have kissed somebody.
You're a freak. You're a sick freak.
Well, I'm just saying sometimes,
How you're not in jail is beyond me.
I've been. I called you one time from jail.
Okay.
I did.
You think you're a professional wrestler. You have this kayfabe lifestyle. Living the gimmick.
The from what I understand with here's the deal. I think I think kayfabe is just real. Yeah. It's just the kayfabe is just real.
No, that's
like
a
that's
shoot.
reality.
A shoot's real, man. You do a shoot interview? You ever done a shoot interview? No, you've definitely never done a shoot interview.
No, I have not. Shoot.
Gosh.
What's a shoot interview?
I'm excited about going to the 15 with our buddy.
I know. Before we even saunter, what are you talking about? A shoot interview?
That's when like a wrestler does an interview like out of character. They call it like shoot. That was a shoot. Or sometimes if something actually happens, like someone breaks their leg in the ring or something, like that was a shoot because it like actually happened.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then there's like kayfabe breaking your leg.
Well, when they say when they're
pomp and
colored up,
circumstance.
that's a shoot.
Not always.
You're saying the blood's not real?
Well, no, it would be like it wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I remember Stone Cold getting lit up on color. Bret Hart.
In living color.
Bret Hart, Stone Cold. Do you remember that match? That was a good
Not
freaking
precisely.
match. That was a good match.
You
It was
wouldn't-
brutal. It was
You'd
long.
be a Heart Foundation guy.
It was long, and they weren't supposed to get colored up. And they
I
did.
wonder if this is a real match you're thinking of.
It is a real match.
I don't know.
Logan can verify.
Let's
what?
Saunter. Well,
Why don't we
buy bar pass on OFBB 2020?
OF baby!
OFBB
Baby!
Old Forester Birthday Bourbon 2020 Grease buy bar pass.
Yeah, no. It's fabulous. It was 100% buy, but here's the deal.
It's younger than previous years. I think it's only 10 years old this
I
year.
want that. I want out of the two.
Yeah.
The Four Roses. I'd lean towards Four Roses this year.
I want it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
I do want it. There's a wow factor to it. This birthday bourbon is also very good, but I'm just still getting like a half second of that lipstick in there, and it's just a little odd, but it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Some of y'all people are going to understand what I'm talking about when,
Old school lipstick.
Mama's
not
lipstick
no
from the
school
80s.
lipstick.
And the little thing, and you
honestly,
twist it and
what
it
you're
sticks
telling
out.
me is that just you and your mom did too much kissing.
No, I think I was like playing dress up or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Let's get our buddy on the phone.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the 15.
No, we don't go to the 15 yet. I got to talk to the Brandons.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna get him on the phone. That's what I was saying, dum dum.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm very excited about what we're transitioning into right now. Like normally we do a 15, but like we had when Casey was on the other day, because he's one of our 15 level supporters for the podcast. And what that does is you get to be on the show with us and you get to try what we're trying, and there's no rules. You know what I mean, Will?
Yeah, like Outback Steakhouse.
Oh, man.
There's
Have
no
you ever
rules
got
there.
confused when you go in the restroom there? I'm
Yeah.
like, am I a Sheila? I don't know.
Who's to say?
Am I a bloke? I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know those words associated genders, but they do. Anyway, so we have our second ever, the 15 patron level guest. His name is Brandon Sue, and I think we've got him on the line. Brandon, you there, buddy?
I'm here, loud and clear, man.
All right. Are you gearing up for this? How did you prepare for this? Do you have notepads, pens, any hair
Pen,
beret?
paper.
How do you say it? Beret?
Barrette.
Barrettes.
Barrette.
Yeah.
I've got my hair pinned back. I hadn't slept in 2 days. I've been nervous about this whole thing.
Wow.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah. So real briefly, just give everybody kind of a synopsis of who you are. You live in Texas.
I do. I live in Texas. I work in the medical field. I've been doing that for about 22 years now, and just going strong. I've got 2 kids. I got a girlfriend that I've been with for 8 years. She hadn't locked me down yet. She's not really pushing. So
I don't know, man. 8 years sounds like you're pretty locked down, if you're asking me.
well, I tell you what, though, she I've kind of locked her down. She doesn't know it yet. Well, she knows it, but she doesn't agree to it. We got a Costco card, and they happen to throw my last name as her last name on the card, and so she's locked in, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 21st century locked in. I'll tell you that.
That's common law. You're common law. You're Costco married now.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
That's
I mean,
fair.
If you share a Costco account, I feel that's definitely admissible in court.
Right. Yeah.
Sure. Man, we're really excited for you to be a part of this. How did you saunter on over to find us back in the day?
Well, back in the day, I've kind of been in the old whiskey bourbon train for about I guess 2 years now. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law actually are who got me started in this, and I don't know if I should hate them or love them for it, but so that's really kind of how I got started. We hit up a bourbon fest in New Orleans, and a few months later we hit up the Southern Whiskey Society and in Tennessee, and it's just kind of been downhill from there, man. Locked me in, and he actually, my brother-in-law is actually the one that kind of introduced me to you guys with the podcast and listening to the episodes, and just met both of you at the Southern Whiskey Society in August of 2019, and just kind of been hooked ever since.
Was that before or after I almost got in a fight?
That was
Just
before
before.
the fight. Yeah, it was before the fight.
All
Yeah,
right,
I think
good.
I missed the fight, but barely.
Man, I wish you were close. Because I mean, buddy, I've seen you in person, buddy, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, you look like you could protect something for sure.
Well, I'd certainly try to back you up, man.
I appreciate
I wouldn't run. I wouldn't run.
All right. So we're about to head to the 15. Do you need to set anything up, Will? Or are you good?
No,
We're just gonna hit the
that's
music?
great. Yeah, let's roll.
All right, let's go.
And we're back from the 15.
Yeah, so
Now, let's set up how we did this. Now, Brandon doesn't know what we're drinking, right? So we decided for these 15 episodes that we would pick something special out of our collection, and that it's going to be hopefully something surprising, hopefully something you haven't tried before, but definitely something that you'll be excited to try, I would hope.
And with Brandon, that's hard to do because we're not.
Yeah.
He's not like he's not local.
Right.
We can't see his collection. You know what I mean? Like we don't know what's on his shelf, so we were just like, well, let's just roll the dice here.
Well, this is something fun, and Brandon is going to be doing this blind. We sent a sample to him. He does not know. Correct? You don't know what you've got in front of you?
There's
Not
no
a
way
clue.
for him to know.
Yeah.
I
Not a
literally,
clue.
the only thing I wrote on it was number 1.
Oh, good.
'Cause he gets to come back. He
Yes.
gets to do another one.
Yep. So we are, Grease is pouring it up for us. And for those of you that are watching on Patreon.
I've already seen it. Y'all know what
Yeah,
it is.
Grease has shown what is in the bottle.
So no pressure, Brandon, but
Everyone else knows what
everybody
what you got
else
in your
knows.
glass.
And so they're going to get to hear your thoughts knowing what it is, and they're going to be cackling. They're going to be like, orange.
Oh my gosh.
They're going to be like, orange curacao. You got to be kidding me. All right.
So
Well, Brandon,
we
go ahead
poured
and pour it up.
and you poured up yourself.
Will do.
Or you can just go straight from the bottle. I don't even know. I don't care.
Either way works. Right?
However you want to do it. What do you think about the color of it? Have you seen color yet?
I have seen the color. Yeah, it's
Based on the color, do you think this is like a higher proof, lower proof, kind of in a pocket somewhere? What you thinking?
yeah. Based on the color, I think it's probably right in the middle. You know, medium proof. You know, I don't know, maybe like low hundreds.
I've got lint in my.
Yeah, I was just looking at. I think I got me and you some dirty glasses because I think there's a popcorn kernel in mine.
Okay, I was
Mine,
wondering.
yeah.
I was like, man, like.
Either that or you've been drinking straight out of the bottle when I'm not paying attention.
I mean, there could have been. No, dude, we're clean as a whistle in here.
Well, then it's my glasses.
Gummit will. There's
Shoot.
asterisks on this.
Shoot.
So, all right. Well, let's just smell this thing first. What?
I mouthed a
An explicative?
no.
Is that
expletive?
expletive? Yeah, I can't ever remember which one it is.
I just mouthed a wow, but I'm trying not to like give insight into it for
Because
Brandon's
the word
sake.
"wow" would only pertain to like a couple of whiskeys, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'd be able to figure it out.
What are you getting on the nose, Brandon?
You know, it's smells great for one. Two, keep in mind I'm still a rookie in this ball game.
Us too,
But,
buddy.
you know,
Yeah.
for sure. You know, the funny thing is on the nose, typically I always say apples. Everybody's like, what? How do you get apples? But, you know, I definitely get some vanilla, a little bit of oak, but
Yeah,
not real strong.
I'm with you on the vanilla oak. Apple, maybe. I mean, I actually like. I can't remember what I associate with apple. Will.
Yeah, that's me. I just can't really figure that out yet. But yeah, it smells real good.
Yeah, it does. All right, let's drink it.
Yeah.
Let's drink it.
I already took a sip.
Oh, you did?
No.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I don't think this gives anything away, but it kind of has, you know, the Special Forces pick, Eagle Rare. Mm-hmm. It kind of has a little, like it's reminding me of that a little bit on the finish.
Some of the cherry, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Exactly
I
right.
understand that.
It's a cherry thing on the finish. Back mid palate, cherry, like crazy. What you
No, I
getting?
definitely get that.
You got it?
I get that too. I get that that cherry towards the back of the palate. It's got a little bit of heat. It's you know, probably moderate as far as the longevity of the burn, but
Now, I definitely think this has got some age to it. If I was going blind,
I love
no,
the
I
grip.
do. I get a little bit of oak, not slap you in the face type of oak, you know, but it's subtle and it's really good. Very smooth.
What are your thoughts? Okay, so you're still saying like mid proof, like you said, low 100s. Is that kind of still where you're aiming?
Yeah, you know, on the palate, I feel like it's maybe a little bit hotter than that. I want to say it's probably a, you know, about a 110 or so.
Gotcha. And
But I'm never good at these.
oh no, you're good. What do you think? What do you think the age is roughly on this bad boy? If you had to guess.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's 12, 14 year.
Yeah. I definitely get some maturity on it, as you could say. Any other? I know we said vanilla, some cherry, some oak. You picking up anything of note? Either way,
I feel like I'm getting a little bit of, like I said, a little bit of caramel.
Based off the way it's drinking, do you think it's a rye or a bourbon?
I feel like it's a bourbon.
Yep.
I don't really
Yep.
pick up that rye spice at all.
Yeah, definitely the sweetness, the vanillas, the caramel, everything you're saying definitely lines up with a bourbon to me as well.
Since there's just no way for you to ever know this, really, what would you suspect this offering to be? Or maybe even pick a distillery or something like that. Anything close? Anything speaking out to you? Anything relating?
Let
me taste.
I'm not getting some of those. Not getting any of that really that nuttiness that you'll get from a couple places.
Yeah.
I want to say it's. And I don't really. I hadn't had the luxury of drinking a whole lot of Willet, but I'm kind of torn between like a Willet and a Buffalo Trace product.
Yep.
And I may be way off, but I don't.
You're doing.
I don't really get.
You're doing very well. Actually.
What if I told you that this offering was 17 years old?
Oh wow, impressive.
Well,
yeah,
I mean, I guess technically rumored, highly rumored. Did they release
rumored?
That?
I think they may have said 17 or 18 years old.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we're sipping on the E.H. Taylor Cured Oak.
Oh wow, okay.
Yep.
Very nice.
So you
Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, so the 100 proof, bottled in bond, aged 17 years.
Okay.
Ish. It was Buffalo Trace. So you had that on your radar. You had the proof on your radar. I mean, you definitely picked, something higher in age. I mean, I would obviously say that I've tasted 12-year-old whiskeys that taste like this too.
And that's something we've talked about with a lot of the Buffalo Trace products, that the way they age them, their older ages aren't as tannic and bitter as some other distilleries. So, if you think of like even like a 12-year-old from like a Elijah Craig 12 or something, it always was more oaky than a Weller 12. That for some reason the tannicness from other distilleries always came forward, to me at least, more. It's like that they were able to get the higher ages to be less bitter and still retain a lot of that sweetness, which is what you see here. Is that you're starting to get some of that tannic oakiness in a good way, but not getting some of the negative bitterness that comes along with aging that you could see in some of the 18 and 20-year-old age-stated products that aren't as gracefully aged.
And we all know Buffalo Trace knows how to age products.
Yeah.
Like, they do a really great job.
Yeah.
Something else that's helping with this too is just the adding of water a little bit. That's going to add some sweetness, counter the bitterness of the oak, and at 100 proof. But man, I don't know about you, Brandon, but I mean, I'm living at 100 proof right now as far as like a preference, and I'm okay with it. I was in this barrel proof kick for so long, and I mean, I still love it. I still enjoy it. But I'm just saying, like, I'm going to gravitate towards 100 proof right now, and I really like it. So,
no, I do. I like a few of the bottled and bond things. My preference has kind of been the 110 to 120 range. I've had some lower proof things that just like this 100 proof. To me, it drinks a little bit hotter, in my opinion. And I've had things that are barrel proof that they're coming in at 120s and low 130s. That I'm thinking, well, this isn't very hot at all.
Drink like butter, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so this is great, and for it to be a cured oak, I would have in 17-ish years, I would have expected a little bit more oakiness, but man, it's so subtle that I had no idea. No
Yeah,
clue.
whatever they're curing of that barrel, I feel like it really did wonders to bring out more flavor and not just tannins and
I think
bitterness.
they left it outside like for 13 months.
Right, there was that curing process was like more than double of how they normally cure their barrels after the
It's
after
like
they fire
4
them.
seasons
Yeah.
cycle.
Whatever they did certainly works. I wouldn't mind
Yeah, so this is
getting
one.
my hands on a bottle of that for sure.
I think this is one of Joshua's favorite
Of
in the
the
E.H. Taylor
Yeah.
lineups.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I love that E.H. Taylor's lineup has experimental things like this, that when they do they have the base line, but then the limited release is always something a little bit more experimental. Like obviously cured oak, the seasoned wood release. There was the 2 4-grain releases at 12 and 13 years. Amaranth being a unique grain, 18-year marriage being essentially a blend of the mash bills they have.
4 grain might have been 13, 14.
It was 12 and 13.
12 and 13?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So, but I love that it has such a storied line up already, but then their limited release is something experimental. It's pretty cool to me. I like that.
Right. Like that Boone County white.
Oh, that fake news thing on the internet?
Yeah, I don't even know if there's anything about that.
Hey,
It says on the post, photoshopped by, and they give credit.
Brandon, have you had any of the other limited release E.H. Taylors?
As far as limited release, no. I mean, I've had just the regular. When you can get your hands on their barrel proof, I've had the small batch single barrel. I have of course, I've got the Southern Whiskey Society, the single barrel.
Have you cracked it yet?
I haven't cracked it yet. That's soon. And one thing I was able to get my hands on last year, which was kind of just by luck, was an Amaranth. I hadn't cracked it yet either. It's been kind of waiting for a special moment for that one, but. And I've heard some pros and cons to it. Some people really like it, and some people can't stand it. So I don't know what to think yet. But I'm just kind of waiting for the moment, and I'll get it opened and I'll give it a try myself, I guess.
Grees are
Other
strongly
special
in
stuff?
the camp of liking Amaranth. We're on record pretty strongly in favor of that.
I got
one.
a bottle.
Nice.
I've got a bottle, and I haven't opened it either because I've had it a lot. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pump the brakes.
Humble brag over there, Grease.
No, we have. You've had it just as much as I've had it.
I know, but I didn't humble brag it. I also
Brag it.
Yeah. Huh? What?
At least I'm humble.
Yeah.
At least you're humble, right? Exactly. Out in West Texas, where I'm located, we've got a few places that have some really good selections of, as far as bars or whatnot, or restaurants that have the BTAC lineup and some E.H. Taylor stuff. But I've not come across any of the limited release E.H. Taylor stuff anywhere around here. Now, DFW area, that's a little bit different story, but
Sounds like you need to take a whiskey or a liquor store owner to dinner a few times.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do something.
Yeah.
I did
Send
get
them on a little
vacay.
vacay.
Yeah, something, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
And I try to, fluff their feathers once in a while, but sometimes it gets you nowhere. But this year I did get my hands on a Weller single barrel, and so that kind of worked out for me this year. But
Grease likes to fluff my feathers. It doesn't work, but
I
Oh
bet he does.
yeah. There's a coffee mug that. Yeah, I won't go into it. I made a meme one time, and it was fabulous. It was so good. I won't describe it because describing it is just it's off color. You know what I mean? It's just not good.
I got you.
It'll get us shut down. It'll have us one of those
Yep.
mature ratings on the old podcast. But I have a question real quick before we wrap this thing up with Will. But Will, the first time I ever had it was at the Beaumont Inn with
Right.
Dixon. We did the barn night. It was a reveal. It was the first bottle I ever spent big time money on. I came in, I put my best effort forward, and it didn't do well in the company of what else we had. Now we had like 15-year-old turkeys and all this other crazy, just birthday bourbons everywhere, whatever. So now revisiting it, because you had some polarizing things to say about it in the moment, but we were also about 30 ounces deep that day.
We had a lot to drink that day, and also you brought it, so there's already
there's
inherently negative feeling towards anything you bring for a bar night.
Right. So how do you feel about this?
I love it. I think it's really, really good.
I know. I revisited it about, 6 months ago, and I was like, guys, I think I text you, Joe B, and Chris, and I said, guys, this cured oak is something special, I promise.
Yeah.
So,
all right, the pivotal moment of any 15 is the buy bar pass rating. So, Brandon, we're going to go to you. Buy bar pass on E.H. Taylor cured oak.
Disregard it's going for $1,800 on secondary.
Exactly.
Just disregard that.
Disregard. I will buy this thing all day long.
Yeah. I mean, if it's $100 retail, which it's not, but if it was, I'd buy 3 of them.
Yeah. It's a very special whiskey. I like it a lot.
And not be in the, I'm going to buy 3 of them so I can sell one and then have 2. No, I would drink all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Like they're good.
Yep, same here. I wouldn't collect dust very long. I can tell you that.
Yeah, once that's open, I'm actually impressed that Grease still has some for this, because there's still probably a quarter of that bottle left. Nope, not a quarter of that bottle left.
There's like an
eighth of the bottle left, and we had that at that. It's been a while, been a little minute.
Yeah, it's had some air. I don't know what that's done to it, but honestly, I mean, up until 6 months ago, it was probably
pretty full.
3/4 full.
Yeah,
so
I
think the integrity's fine.
Yeah, to me, even how we thought it drank a little hot for 100 proof. Even I don't think that there's been a lot of evaporation of the alcohol or anything like that would that you could see if there was a lot of airtime. Brandon,
there's a complexity to this. It's great.
Yeah, exactly. No, I completely agree. I mean, I was thinking 110, so. To me, it was definitely drinking hotter than 100 proof, and so I can't imagine if it lost much alcohol through evaporation. But
and Grease keeps it in the nook where it's a very happy environment for whiskey.
But nice, cool. Dark.
Now we're testing for mildew down there.
Oh gosh,
it's getting a little wonky when you're on the old nose when you go down there.
Oh
right now.
Wow! Actually, now that you mention it, I taste that a little bit on the cured oak.
Right. Well, I don't think it's made it to that section of because the nook is like 3/4 of the way back and it's near open air. I mean, there's no sun over it. I can't explain the situation. All I'm saying is I don't think this is tainted in any way.
Not yet.
Other than the Lord putting a couple of hands on this thing for 17 years in the barrel and said, I'm going to bless.
Right.
Yeah.
We're going to make the best daggum wine at this wedding is what he said.
Yeah.
When he touched that barrel.
I got it.
I know. Do you? I feel like you're just saying spacer words right now, Will. Just like, I'm just going to say yes and okay, got it. Moving on, and we're going to wrap it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Well, Brandon, thank you for joining us, and we're going to do this again because this was so much fun. But yeah, with this level or whatever, you get a couple of these a year. So you've already got sample number 2 in your possession. So we're going to actually run it back here pretty quick, probably in the next month or so. So. We're gonna kind of finish the year out with a blitz of these, which will be really fun. So,
nice.
Thanks for joining us. Will, do you have anything to say to Brandon?
Just thank you so much, Brandon, for supporting us and for being on here today and for being a good sport. I know it can be intimidating whenever someone's like, "Here, drink this," and then talk about it,
right?
And talk about it, right?
Without really having any concept.
Well, we've done it for 5 years.
Yeah, but we're also not tricking people, so.
Right. Well, I mean, I've tricked a few people along the way.
Maybe we have. Maybe number 2 is not so good. Who's to say?
Right.
Who's to say, right?
Yeah.
You guys could have definitely put me through the ringer, and you didn't. I truly appreciate it. I enjoy listening to you guys, and thank you all for everything you do and for the community. I'm sure all of us, truly enjoy every episode and every function that we can attend with you guys. You guys make it a blast. And again, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brandon.
Brandon.
And if you want to find out how to support us as well, folks, go to patreon.com/thepodcast. We're going to end this show in the way we normally do, but instead of Grease saying the final line, we're going to let Brandon do it today. So, folks, thanks for listening, and we don't know Jack,
But we'll sure drink it.